Right.
Well, you can't. You need. I need you to send them to the net zero email.
What email?
The net zero email.
The net zero email.
That's correct.
What's the new email address?
Gorgeous Short Show 1 and net zero. It's my old email.
How are you still getting into that?
Oh, I get into that very regularly.
Oh. Well, I didn't.
That's my backup. I mean, believe me, how do I get into that?
I didn't think you could get into that anymore.
Says who?
I thought the shit was changed. I didn't think you could get.
No, nothing was changed. I just didn't pay that's the email you have to pay for. But the beauty of that email is that you can't break it. Nobody can break into it. That's the whole thing. That's why you pay for it. It holds storage and it's unbreakable.
Oh.
The reason why I couldn't get into it because I didn't pay the bill. It cost me $35 a year to have it.
All right. Well, can I call you in the morning when I get to my desk?
Well, when you get to your desk this evening, can you just email me those pictures?
I will, George.
Gorgeous George Show 1 and netzero.com.
I remember.
Oh, I swear to God, Yuki cheats.
All right, Gigi, I will call you soon, friend.
No, okay, listen. I'm not playing these games. I know you keep mentioning this guy's name.
Shut up.
You keep mentioning this fucking guy's name and Jay Smith or whatever. And where is this Jay Smith coming from, basically?
Shut up. Shut up, you obese piece of gay garbage. You fag piece of horrible, broke trash. Go away.
You know what?
Hush,
you know what?
hush,
I would punch you in the fucking mouth if you said that.
No,
I would punch you in the fucking mouth if you said that in front of me, you little brat.
No. George is a fag. George is gay. George has no money.
I don't care how small. I don't care how. I would go to jail. I would go to jail because I would punch you in the fucking face.
You have to reuse your pee. You have to reuse your urine. You are so poor.
I would punch you
I'm
in
not
the face
listening to
and
you. I
have
haven't
great
heard a word you
delight
are saying.
in doing
Shut
so.
up.
And I would have great delight in doing so. And enjoy every moment of doing it. Every fucking moment of doing so.
Hang up the phone, George. I hate you. Go work your DoorDash job and make lower than minimum wage.
You know what, you little punk?
No.
You little brat?
Shut up.
You little brat?
Say the
You
same
know what?
thing you say every time.
You
Shut
are
up.
a little fucking
business.
brat.
Shut
and you are
up. You are nothing more than a child.
Regional
Go
Jail.
away, you
You're
horrible
just
piece
to be
of
put
garbage.
inside
Go.
Riverside
Go.
Regional
Go.
Jail, and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just a matter of time.
Jail.
It's not
Say
a
it
question
again.
of when.
Say it again.
It's not a question
Yep.
of if. It's just a question of when.
In
In another few years from now, you'll have a tag, and you'll have a jail number.
I know. You said the same thing like last few
You'll have a
calls.
fucking
you said the
jail
same thing.
number.
I know this already. Shut up and
You don't know
away.
shit. You're a little punk.
You go nowhere.
You know.
You go nowhere
you
in life.
You
will
don't
never
know jack
do
shit.
anything of
Because you're a
worth.
little fucking
Hush.
punk. They need
But
to be
you will
fucking.
never do
You need a
anything of
fucking
any sort
little
of substance,
ass.
and no woman will
You
ever
need to have
love you.
You need to have
No
somebody
woman
your age
ever,
kick
unless
your
you
fucking
pay
ass.
them enough money
And I
that you
know
will
the
never
kid.
make. You make zero
I
money.
know the kid.
You will
I
never
know a
achieve
kid that would
anything.
kick your ass.
You will achieve
I know a
nothing
kid
in life.
that would kick
Nothing
your
will
ass.
happen to you. You
That
are
way, I'm
worthless
not
and you are
going to be
garbage
putting myself
and
in
nothing
jail.
will-
Fucking problem.
I was in the bathroom, George.
Yes, sir.
I had to use the bathroom.
I tell you what, I don't believe in child brutality or hitting a kid, but I would hit him. I would hit him with a clear conscience.
George, he makes more money than you do. That's why he's arrogant.
Yeah, I think that he needs to be. If ever we do any transactions, he needs to be put in a cabinet.
A cabinet.
Or he needs to be put in a door, in a locked safe door where he's not around. That's if we do any business, which I'm not open to that. Even.
George, you don't have any money to do business with me. The deal is...
Right, that's fine. That's fine. So you want to fucking... No, I don't have money. You don't know what I have.
I do the things I do for you out of the kindness of my heart.
All right, well, okay, that's fine. But you don't know what I have, well.
I know you're unemployed, or, well, I mean... I'm
unemployed, it says who?
You don't have a real job.
Okay, well, you have no idea what the fuck I do other than DoorDash.
You drive for Amazon.
Okay. Well, other than that, you have no idea. So there you go.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah? So you really don't know, do you?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, well, don't think of anything. It's not for you to think anyway.
I mean, if you want to make a couple dollars letting me lick that asshole.
All right, you know what, Ed? You got a fucking mental problem. You really do.
Why, George? I want to stuff your big dick.
Yeah, well, you got a fucking mental problem. Look, I'm around. I'm getting some gas. I'm not listening to this bullshit. You need to seriously. When you get home,
fuck me in my ass like a big.
When you get home, just send those pictures so I can look at them.
I will, George.
Okay, fine.
I promise you, I will.
All right, fine.
Will you fuck me in the ass like a bitch?
You can get a anatomical blow-up doll to do that for you.
I want you to stick an eggplant in my poop.
Well, you can get a mannequin that over at the department store and use that up your ass.
I want you to stick a mannequin in my peach.
Okay, well, why don't you go to a department store and get one? Go to Macy's or whatever, get one up there.
I want you to pound me like Sharon.
Yeah, you have some mental disorder, don't you?
I want you to fuck me like I was Jamie.
All right, well, why don't you go up to the Bojangles statue and have it do it to you?
I want you to lay me on my back and just wear me out like I'm doped up on heroin. Fuck me good.
Okay, all right, you know what? You really have some mental disorder. All right, listen, I'm just do that and whatever.
They hung up, apparently.
Who's this guy that talks like anonymous and makes no sense?
What?
Who's the man that talks like anonymous and makes no fucking sense?
What do you mean anonymous?
With the voice.
I've never heard that. Oh, that's Marty.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he makes those videos.
With that voice? No, not with the. I'm talking about with the dark voice, not the normal voice, but the dark voice. That's him.
The anonymous voice is Marty.
Okay, well, he keeps hanging up every time I put you on.
Well, he wouldn't do that. If it was Marty, he'd talk to you.
No, I'm not talking to that bitch, but when I merge the calls, he cuts off. He cuts it off.
Because I'm here now, and they know not to fuck with me.
What are you talking about?
I can have rogue goons punished. If you're a rogue goon, you get punished.
Oh, is that right?
Absolutely. The goons are very, very organized. There's this guy named Kevin Ellis, who started a bunch of shit.
What are you talking about?
Some dude named Kevin Ellis tried to get in the Gorgeous George group, and they ate him a new asshole.
Well, that's my friend in Germany. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's why.
That's my friend in Germany. What do they do?
He's trying to he's trying to get in the group.
Oh, is that right? Well, how would they know the difference?
George, you know who these goons are. You know they know everything.
How would they know the difference? They don't know shit. Most of them are in their mom's basement.
Like Joe Biden?
Most of their mom's basement. Excuse me?
Like Joe Biden?
Oh, you mean our next president? Yeah.
He's hiding in the basement, too.
That's our next president right there.
So you haven't had to deal with the Jamie matter. You haven't had to deal with the bankruptcy or the lawsuit, any of that shit. They've left all that alone. Are you feeling better?
Because it was a ruse.
Well, I don't know if it was a ruse. All I've done is sent you what I've been given.
It was a ruse and a farce and a joke.
A ruse and a farce.
All right, look, I'm not in the mood for this game.
What's going on with you financially?
I work, and I'm working right now, so I've got to go.
How is are you able to stay inside?
What are you talking about?
I mean, I just don't want you sleeping outside, man.
Well, sometimes I do.
I just don't want you having to live like that.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Until I can find a place, that's what I do.
But you could crash on my couch or something.
I have no desire to do that, and I swear to God, if I have with that your son, I wanna fucking hit him, and if I see him, I'm liable to do that. So I'm not. He's got a fucking sharp ass mouth, and I'm liable to hit him if I ever see him.
You know, Mikey took karate for many years, George.
Give a goddamn what he took. Fucking strike him down. I took fucking martial arts myself.
He's very strong and tall as I am, George. He might kick your ass.
Yeah, I doubt that fucking seriously. I would fucking knock his ass down. He's a fucking minor. He needs to shut his mouth. Look, I'm not in the mood for
Why
this
do you
shit.
get so upset by a child?
Well, a child should not be seen or heard. That child needs to be seen, not seen or heard, and caged.
Caged?
Caged. I'll put it on the shelf.
Damn, George, that's some pretty rough shit.
Yeah, well, okay, well, good. So now on that. Now, look, I got to go.
When can we, why can't you and me see one another sometime soon?
Because I'm not interested in doing as such.
I mean, I really think that, you know, we should go have lunch one day and just talk. Why do we have to fight all the time?
All right, look, I'm walking in, and I'm door dashing, so I got to go. Say I've got to go, that means I've got to go.
But, George, I want to have lunch today.
Well, I'm working today. I'm cleaning my car, put it through the car machine, getting it clean, and then I'm going to go and start working.
I mean, George, does our relationship really have to be this?
Hey, dude, man, get off the crack you're on, man. Seriously.
George, our relationship doesn't have to be this.
It's never been a relationship.
It was.
It's been a fucking. I saw your ad on Craigslist. I called you to format my papers. I give you $25,000 to $3,000 my hard-earned money, and where did it get me? Nowhere.
You lost.
Yeah, $25,000, $3,000. Where did it get me? It got me nowhere fast.
Because I needed 400 more for the copyright people, and you didn't have it. How is that my fault?
But man, I'm not your bestie. I'm not your bestie. I'm not your friend. And vice versa. You're not my bestie, and you're not my friend. You're an acquaintance. I saw the ad on Craigslist. I jumped on it because I needed you to format my papers. You did somewhat of that, and then you flipped. So yeah, you flipped, and you flipped big time, and divulge my information to these assholes. So there you go. So you really didn't do much of that of anything.
George, I worked with you for years.
I met you in 2017, right after Jamie died. Okay, and I was very distraught, and I told you about that situation. I should have never ever said anything to you about her. That was a mistake. And then you go ahead and you blabber your mouth off to what information you knew to those trolls. You told those trolls every fucking thing you knew. Of course, I'm not going to put the full blame on you because Angela did a lot of that herself too, because she flipped as well because she was not right in the fucking head. So both of you together, even though she didn't like you, I heard something of money being transferring out of one's hands between the two of you all. What's that all about?
Angela?
Yeah.
What fund? What about Angela paying me?
No, she paid you or you paid her. Somebody paid somebody.
So you're saying that Angela...
I heard this. I don't know how and why, how that would have happened, but I've heard this through a mediator troll that flipped or whatever that calls me sporadically and tells me things.
Angela is in constant contact with the goons, George.
Okay. Well, I don't know why she is. She should have moved on with her fucking life.
I mean, she enjoys it.
No, she doesn't enjoy it. I don't believe she is. I mean, whatever. She's just.
Oh, she is. She's in constant contact with Marty Holmgren.
I doubt that. I think she blabbered. She definitely blabbered. She definitely spilled her guts because of her hatred toward Jamie.
She feels that she's protected by the goons from you.
Oh no. I can come at her anytime I choose to. It's just come at her, and I should come at her, but whatever. I mean, compounded on one on top of the other doesn't work. I could go ahead and come at her, and then come at her, and then spend years in the courtroom also. So it's not worth it.
Why would you be in a courtroom?
Okay, go after her for fucking telling my business.
But George, you can only come after her if she tells your business and it's false. If she tells your business and it's
She tells my business and she went ahead and did all that. Yes, it is false. And what they say is false. What she told them is false, and what they say is false. And what you've said is false. All of what you've said is false.
What have I said that's false? I've had your back since day one.
You've had my back since day one by divulging my telephone number to that bitch.
George, that bitch gave
Going on there on the Christmas communications, recording all the conversations and when it happened, and then divulging my telephone number to them 2 different times,
George,
telling them about Jamie.
George,
yeah, no, that's having my back all right. It's more like a backstabber.
George, how did I get your number this time?
No, you didn't have this number this time, but that's all right.
So how
Somebody else.
You go change it?
I don't know. Because whatever. This bitch went on to has a tracker on the phone, which I got it. You can get it through fucking T-Mobile. They're a tracker on the phone. That's how they know my business. That's how they know my business currently.
So you think the T-Mobile is? You think that so Marty has a tracker on your phone, and he is tracking you via T-Mobile.
Good. That's why they called the storage. They called all the storage units up to get my information. They're trying to go all the storage units. They finally, I don't know how the fuck they got that information. That was personal information that never was told, and they got that information. They seem to get information. So I'm thinking there's a tracker on the phone, not necessarily through T-Mobile, but through a tracker, either through DoorDash or T-Mobile. That they pretend to be me. It's like there was someone pretended to say that my nephew called and wanted to pay the bill over at the storage unit. That sounds like you.
George, I called you when they started.
Somebody told the man there that someone pretended to be my nephew and wanted to know how much the bill was so they could pay the bill.
But why would I do that and then call you and tell you, George, I'm doing
because you're that's how twisted your mind is.
So I called
the mine is.
George, every week Marty gets a report of the numbers that you have called. Every week. He gets a written
What
report.
numbers are you talking about? There's no numbers. Look, the numbers that I call, what numbers do I call? It's not that clear. No, he doesn't have a tracker on numbers that I call. That's a bunch of shit.
George,
listen.
Don't get angry with me.
I do not want to hear it. You are a troll as well. So that's it. You are a troll as well. You divulged my information. You told them shit you knew. You divulged my information. You told them shit that I knew. You trashed my clothing attire. You said that I'm a slob. You said some other shit.
No,
and I don't. You can take your opinion, and an opinion is like a cup of coffee.
George,
that sense will get you what?
If my shirt has a stain on it and I'm walking out of the door, Danny, Mikey, Richard, whoever sees me before I get in the truck, are going to say, Mike, you need to change that shirt. It's filthy. That's
Okay, well,
not insulting
I don't.
me.
That is an opinion. That's a fucking opinion. I used to go and buy my clothes from a place called Chess King back in the day, and then I bought my clothes from Dillard's. I shop at Dillard's,
But these
and I get my clothes from there. So you are not. You're not knowledgeable, and you don't know what you're talking about. So I don't need you to be a fashion guru upon what I wear. If anything, I dress to the hilt. I have sharp suits. I dress to the fucking hilt.
But they're
and when I'm on camera, I am the man.
These shoes and these clothes are filthy, covered in stains, and haven't been dry
All right,
cleaned.
that is your fucking opinion, and how come you're the only one that says that?
Because I'm the only one that cares about you and don't want you to make a fool of yourself on television. George,
Well, I'm not making a fool of myself on television. I am very dapper. I'm very dapper. I'm very suave. I am the man that is causing all this, hence the book.
George, whatever numbers you call on your cell phone, Marty gets a report from the cell towers as to what numbers you called. I'm telling you.
Really now. I don't believe it, and I'm not going to believe it. Okay? Are you willing to tell the feds that?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I might just for shits and giggles have the feds, when next time I talk to the feds, you can tell them all this shit.
When's the last time you talked to the feds, George?
Actually,
if I'm making it up, how do they call places that you say are related to you?
I don't know what places you are talking about. What places are you talking? What places have they called?
Well, let's take the storage units, the motels.
Is that right? Well, I've already informed the motel about what's going on.
Wow. How does that work, George? Every time you check into a new motel, listen. Some people may call here and tell you that I raped a woman, and that I'm insane, but all of it's false. So don't worry about it. Tell them I'm here.
Listen to me very fucking carefully. That's no. So the fucker calls different places that I've called, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second.
Well, what about the gas stations and the restaurants and all that shit?
I don't know what you're talking about. What gas stations?
The gas stations they call. See, they don't release all the calls.
What gas station?
When you went to that gas station and that little Indian man.
Because you were there and I parked my car there that was wrecked. And you told them you took pictures and you told them where the car was.
George, wait till they start calling the logistic company you work for at Amazon and start turning up to the minivan in the van where you dropped it off and parks it.
And those people are well aware of that as well. And those people have cameras all around the fucking building. So if they ever fucking do that shit, then we will fucking know who the fuck is over there fucking around. How about that?
All I'm telling you is what
I'm telling you, I wish they would go down to that place where I work at. And I wish they would do that over Amazon because they would fucking have cameras on them. And they would fucking know who they are. And I would know who they are, and they would go to jail.
Why?
Why? Because it's fucking disturbing my property.
George, you think these people will care about what is going on when they are bombarded with hundreds of calls a day about you?
Look, you know what? You are loony. I don't believe what you're saying. I'm saying if that guy's gone to that extreme, then his little game will be exposed. If that motherfucker has gone to that extreme, that motherfucker his little game will be exposed soon enough.
And they'll end up firing you like Lasership did. I don't want to see that happen. The only way that
nobody is going to fire me. I'm a hard worker and I work 24/7. Nobody's going to fire me. They can't fire me through DoorDash. That's failed. So now they're going to go to Amazon. Well, guess what? Good luck. They can't fire me with DoorDash because they know the corporate knows what's going on with them, and Amazon knows what's going on as well. So keep on trying. Keep on trying. Laser, I worked for Laser back in the 90s. They are a fucked up company to work for. I worked for Laser back in the 90s. I half-heartedly 2 years ago went back with them. 3 years, I forget now. And the guy, that same asshole, was there. He was a fucking asshole then, and he was an asshole now. And I told him he's an asshole. Before he fired me, I said, "You're a fucking asshole." So whatever. Give a fuck.
Have you
ever... So I'm not worried about some pretend person or whatever. That was, I was going to quit that job anyway. So they did. So they did me a favor. But good luck in trying to do this, because they will laugh and they will call the police themselves.
Have you ever wondered, George?
If you tamper with the car, they tamper with my car, the police will come because it's on camera. And if I catch somebody tampering with my car, I will kill them. I will kill them with my bare hands.
George, have you ever wondered how different your life would be without all this? And that you might be in a better place emotionally, physically, and financially?
I'm not.
You've never gone to war with the internet?
I'm not needing any of this. That's why I ignore it. Okay? I ignore it for the time being until I'm financially situated. So I'm financially situated to do something about it.
George, how are you?
And I will do something about it. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
But why are you still so financially destitute? I mean, aren't you 52 now?
Look, I'm not destitute. And I'm getting sick of this diarrhea, this fucking regurgitated diarrhea that's coming out of your fucking mouth. You do not have any control over me. These fucking assholes have no control over me. I'm a grown-ass fucking man, older than you. You have no fucking control over me. I've lived my life before, and I'll live it again. And nobody controls me whatsoever. They can continue this fucking shit and continue this shit, but eventually their party is going to come to a close. Eventually the bar is going to close. Their party is coming down. Their harassment is going to end. And you know how it's going to do it? It's going to do it in such a way where they're going to fuck up. They're going to fuck up. This bitch is going to fuck up, and it's going, or one is going to be going against the other. And the other person is going to have to come clean. Like, you should be coming clean about what you know. You want to, you ought to come clean about what you know about this bitch. Eventually, though, you will. Eventually, you keep, fucking around with Kristen and whatnot, you'll be coming clean about everything you fucking know about that bitch.
George, you have no regrets about the last 15 years, and how they might have been different if you had just ignored it from the start? Kevin,
that's what I've been doing now, and I continually plan on doing it. I know they're stealing my material. I will do something about that. Just because they think that they can, keep stealing the material, when I'm in a better light, in a better situation, I will do something about that. Right now, I'm working. I'm trying to keep it all together, and that's what I'm doing.
Why do Kevin and Keith seem to embrace the goons? Keith even welcomes them to chat in his show.
I have no control over what he does. I have no control over Keith, and therefore I've distanced myself from him. I have no control over that.
So if you can't control somebody, you can't associate with them?
No. When someone is jeopardizing and making it worse for me, I cut them off. When someone is jeopardizing my situation by associating with those people, I cut them off.
But the goons appear to be very respectful to Kevin and Keith. asking them questions about Richmond and wanting them to talk more about Keith and Kevin's life and Keith's acting. Why is that?
And that is based upon the fucking turn against one going against the other. Turn against one, go against the other. I'm not, listen to me. I don't stop what I do over a bunch of obsessive trolls like you are. Now, on that note, I wish you would stop calling my number.
George, I can't stop calling your number. I care
Well,
about you.
Eventually you're going to stop because I'm going to have to disconnect the number indefinitely.
But George, we are together now.
No. In your mind, I'm not. Look, first of all, you and I have nothing in common. Nothing.
We have nothing in common. Of course we do, George.
We have nothing in common. I'm a heterosexual. You're a homosexual.
We both have love for young boys like Kevin.
Again, you're a homosexual. I'm a heterosexual.
George, but what does that have to do with the fair and unadulterated fact that the goons do control every aspect of your life?
No, they do not. What they're doing, they try, but they fall flat on their face. Where was my birthday party at, Sherlock? You know?
I'm sure I can figure it out.
I'm sure you can.
It's just strange that they are so receptive to Kevin and Keith.
No.
And that both Kevin and Keith
Where was my birthday party at since they knew where it was at? They had no clue. No. Where is this Magic Matt interview? There's none. Where is this lawsuit that the Whalens are going to do against me? There's none, because there's no more communication with them and them. I can assure you that Miss Whalen told them not to bother them anymore.
George, I'm not.
Sure, she told them not to bother them anymore. So a lot of things don't add up. There's no interview with Magic Matt. There's no fucking interview. And I'm getting to believe that this Brian Whalen is a troll. This person pretending to be Brian Whalen. I'm getting now to go back to believe that this is not Brian Whalen. That Brian Whalen might have talked to them a few times and might have said some things to them. But I don't believe that this Brian Whalen is in constant contact with this bitch. And I don't believe that there are an agenda to do anything, because where is the lawsuit? As the fat lady once said in the Wendy's commercial, where is the meat? Where is the meat?
I do know.
Where is the lawsuit that they were supposed to put down near my birthday? Where is the lawsuit they would put down near my birthday? There's no lawsuit, because they are not stupid. They know damn well that I didn't do anything to their daughter, and they know they want to be left the fuck alone by everybody.
I don't know where your birthday.
There's no lawsuit. There's no lawsuit.
I don't know where your birthday was, but I do know where Kevin Whalen was. He was at the courthouse. Brian Whalen was there, and he posted a video in Discord saying hi to you from the courthouse.
Is that right? I doubt it, because I would have known about it.
Why?
I would have known about it.
I try to call you repeatedly, but all you do is hang up and ignore me.
Well, where is this lawsuit at?
Well, it's probably in a judge's chamber getting reviewed for service.
Where is the lawsuit at? What district? What court?
I don't know. I'm assuming Richmond. You also doubted that they knew your car, but they did.
Because I have someone is tailing me. That they are tailing me. They are going to tail me, but they don't have the guts to get out of the car and fight me. They go take a Polaroid and take a picture from afar, but they don't have the guts to come up to me and approach me to fight me like a man. But they're going to go ahead and take a picture and take pictures of my tags. And by the way, I've already changed my tags.
He paid money to change your tag?
Goddamn fucking Skippy.
George, you also doubted that they knew you had been staying and filming the show, but they did.
Filming what?
Your show.
They had no knowledge of that. They got one show that we put on Kevin's wall. Kevin's wall is open to everybody. I've been filming a bunch of shows, and they have no fucking knowledge of what those shows are.
Neither does anyone else.
No, they do. The people that are my Facebook friends know. And I know that they've tried to contact the people in my Facebook friends, and my Facebook friends are aware to to not make any contact with anybody, and if they do make contact, they get deleted.
They get deleted. I mean, why do you live your whole life deleting everybody?
When a person talks to a troll, they get deleted. That's the first thing they do. When a person talks to a troll, they get deleted. Okay? That's why you were deleted. That's the main reason why you were deleted. And the fact that you keep calling me is you should get it in your brain that I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. It's that fucking simple. I'm sorry to burst your fucking bubble. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but man, you and I have nothing in common, and you and I have nothing to talk about. You fucked up my case. You took $3,000 from me. You fucked up my case.
You lost your case, George, because you wouldn't pay for anything.
I paid enough.
You couldn't pauper the copyright office, so you just lost. They have the VIN number of the van, George. You can change your tags, but they have the vehicle identification number.
And what does that and a cup of coffee do?
Well, they can track the van.
How do they have the VIN number of my vehicle? Well, what is the VIN number of my vehicle then, Sherlock?
George, I don't know, but I'm sure I can go back and find the picture.
Oh, they have my VIN number. Huh?
Of course, it's right up there for everybody to see.
Yeah, and what does that do?
It allows them to get new tags on your car. They can change the license plate.
And how do they get new tags on my car when I own it and they don't? Explain that one.
George, they can go get it. I mean, they have.
How can they go get it when I own it and they don't?
Because they'll just have them send everything to the Net Zero email and then go in and do it.
What do you mean send everything to the Net Zero email?
I mean, whatever email you have, George, that you say they keep locking you out of. It means.
Well, I got back in that bitch. How about that?
You got back in the Gorgeous George show?
You don't really fucking need to know, but yeah, I got back in there. I got back in there. How about that?
Oh.
But it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter to you at all, should it?
Well, George, I care about your show.
No, I don't. You care about me like cancer cares about its next victim.
I do pick my victims wisely.
You care about me like cancer cares the victim. Listen, dude. Look. You have. I mean, you're a sodomite and you're a pedo. So what do you and I have in common? Nothing. You're a sodomizer. You sodomize penises and lick them up and down, and you're a pedo. So I mean, what do you and I have in common?
The fact that you and me, George, are one and the same.
How is that?
We both want people to care about us. We both want people to love us.
I love myself. That's all that fucking matters. And I know my sexual content. I know my sexual preference. You don't. You seem to go on all sides now. I mean, hell, you'd probably fuck an animal if you could. Wouldn't you? If you could fuck a geese, you probably would find a way to fuck a geese.
Why would I fuck a goose, George?
Because, I mean, you take all comers. You probably would want to fuck a geese. Or goose, or whatever. But you know what you should fuck? Oh my God. You should fuck a snake. Poisoned one. I would pay you to go fuck a poisonous snake. That would be perfect.
I am a good man. I am an educated man who makes 3 times in a day what you make in a week. And
I don't give a I don't give a goddamn what you make.
But you understand that my income is directly related to the service that I provide my consumers.
Yeah, and you scam a bunch of fucking people on Craigslist too. You've had a bunch of scam a bunch of people on Craigslist. You've had a bunch of complaints, and you got your title, and you got your offline service in England called Allison.
Amen.
You got your title in Allison, so in England and the UK.
And that bitch makes $100 a year.
Nah, I doubt that seriously.
Well, George, how come every time you need money, I'm able to give it to you?
I'm not asking you for money, Lo, am I?
Why is that?
Because I don't need your money. I'm not asking for your money. I'm not asking for anything from you, but to be left the fuck alone. I'm asking you to be left the fucking alone and stop fucking power calling my damn phone at all hours of the day.
Well, George, I wish that I could explain this better, but you and me are together now.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you an analogy. If you and I were in hell, okay, I would find a way to get the fuck out of there. If Lucifer was ready to put the pitchfork in one, I would definitely convince Lucifer to stick it in you. Okay, if I was, if you caught on fire, I would applaud.
But George, if you were on fire, I'd put you out and do what I always do: roll you around in filth and put you in a motel for the night.
Yeah, you have not done that but one time, and I'm not asking it from you. You've done it once because I haven't asked you for anything or anything at all.
Would you like me to read to you the VIN number of your van? Walk out.
Is that right?
Walk out there to it, and let me read it to you.
All right. Well, this is where the feds need to get involved.
Just walk over to the. You know where it is.
Why don't you just?
Do you know where you can find your VIN number on your car?
Go ahead.
5, F is in Foxtrot, N is in Nancy, R is in Romeo, L is in Libra. 386-45 Bravo 122703.
Okay. And the only reason why they've got that because they came up to my car and took a picture. Now, I can go to the feds right now and get this accelerated.
Well, George, at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, what are you going to tell the FBI? This guy called me and read me the VIN.
The fact that they've got my fucking VIN, okay? They got my fucking VIN. They had to go up to my car to take a picture. Now, if they've tampered with my car, I'm going to fuck somebody up.
Well,
if any of these people have tampered with my car, I'm going to fuck somebody up. And the only way they would be able to get that is from, walking up to it.
How did they get the picture, George?
I don't know how they got the picture, but I want the son of a bitch to come up and approach me. Whoever this person is, I want the son of a bitch to come up and approach me. And they won't be standing upright. If they come up to me and approach me, they won't be standing upright on their 2 feet. Now, look, you're pissing me the fuck off. That pisses me the fuck off right there.
Why?
Because it's none of your goddamn business what my VIN is. What's it to you or to them?
You said that I didn't have it.
Because you have it because you're talking to them. That's how you have it.
George, the FBI would tell you they simply don't give a fuck. How many more times, George, you gonna make yourself a fool going to that field office over there in Enrico?
The fact that my VIN number is being known by a bunch of imbeciles, that's a problem.
Wow.
My VIN number should not be even just known at all. So basically, how do they do that? They walk up to the car and take a picture? Answer my question. No, answer my question. They walk up to my car and take a picture.
Yes. Among other things.
And what other things is that?
Replacing the battery on the tracker.
How do they replace what battery?
When the battery runs dry, they have to replace it every 2 weeks.
I can assure you nobody is touching the fucking engine in my car. And nobody's raising the fucking hood because the car is locked.
George, these trackers are the size of $50 now, 50-cent pieces.
Again, my car is fucking locked, so nobody's tracking nothing.
George,
now, I need to make a phone call to the Iraqi police right now and tell them, would you be willing to say everything you just told me?
Sure. But George, the goons even know that your vehicle was originally registered on June 9th, 2005 in Georgetown, Texas.
My vehicle was what?
Your vehicle, the first time it was registered, was in 2005 on July 9th in Georgetown, Texas.
And how? Okay, that's pathetic. That's pathetic.
I mean, George, I'm the messenger.
Okay, well, I want one of these private investigators to approach me, and I will fight them, okay? I want this Henry Mitchell take his fucking weapons off of him and fight me. And I will fight this son of a bitch. With no weapons, I will fight him. And I want him to come up to me and fight me. I will fight the bitch. I will fight the bitch because he needs to back off. It is Henry Mitchell, that old fart. He keeps doing this shit.
Well, he's paid by Marty.
Okay, well, this is what we're going to do.
The previous owner of the vehicle had the vehicle from March 30th, 2019 until you got it.
I'm going to have the feds talk to you. You've already spoken to the feds once, haven't you?
Yeah.
And what did you tell the feds?
We talked about that. George, that old fart turned up where you told him to, and you were nowhere to be seen.
What fart?
Henry Mitchell.
Turned up where?
Where you told him to.
Yeah, and the motherfucker didn't even show up.
You didn't show up.
No, I was there pumping gas.
George, you didn't show up.
I was there pumping gas, waiting for the bitch.
I mean, you asked these people to show up and fight, and then you ain't nowhere.
No, I know. And how would you know that? Because you're talking to them right now, aren't you?
I see what's on the TV.
You tell them that he was told to show up. He never showed up.
You told him you were at the bar, and when he turned up at the bar, you were not there.
What bar is that? I'm talking about at the gas station.
You told
what
him
bar is that?
You at a bar.
What bar? I didn't tell him nothing of the such.
George.
I told him I'm at a gas station. I'll be waiting for him. I told him I was at a gas station. I'll be waiting for the bitch. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about a bar. What bar? What bar was that?
George, you know what bar it was.
No, I don't know what bar it is because I don't know what you're talking about.
So you never told Henry, George. Whatever that shithole you told Henry your birthday was gonna be at, Traders or wherever it was, whatever you said.
Where? Oh, where the birthday was at?
Yes.
So that was another person that was giving me information. Supposedly.
At Breaker's place, Gigi.
Yeah.
That
Breaker's place, no, that was given by somebody else.
That was Henry Mitchell.
That Breaker's place was given somewhere else. He got wrong information because he got he thought he knew every fucking thing, and he got some wrong information now, didn't he?
Well, George, all I go off is what I read.
Well, what you read makes you clueless. Because if you read that shit, you become very clueless.
Why, George?
Because you do.
I mean, George, they even posted a video from outside of Breakers to prove they were there and that you didn't show up. So if that is your idea of getting over,
It's getting over because they didn't show up. Doesn't have anything to do with it. They're trying to bombard the party. And the party was not there at Breakers. I wonder why. And I never uttered the word Breakers. Some troll said Breakers. Some fucking troll said Breakers. And I know you're typing all this shit to them. You're communicating all this shit to them. I hear you typing.
George, I'm always typing. All the time.
You're typing this information to them. Look, listen. It seems like I'm going to have to change the number. It seems like I cannot even get any fucking rest from you.
But Marty will get that number, and then he'll
No, he won't get the number because I will. He won't get it. Let's put it this way: he won't get it. And then you know how I know this? We'll just say that I know this. He will not get the new number.
So, George, who's the real chicken coward here? The guy who shows up where he's told, or the guy who has to lie about where?
No, I told the bitch to meet me at a place the other day. And the motherfucker never showed up. I told that bitch to meet me in a library. The motherfucker never showed up. I told the bitch to meet me in the cemetery, and the bitch never showed. He showed up, taking a picture and hauling ass.
Can you see how this makes you look like you're scared of all these people?
This bitch has been told 4 different times to meet me, and he hauled ass over at the library taking a picture. He went ahead and it was supposed to be in the library. He took a picture there and hauled ass. And he was supposed to meet me somewhere else, and he took off. But you see, there's no substance. So these people are it's all a fucking game. No fucking substance, no backup. Nothing. No fucking testicle fortitude, no nuts, no balls, no nothing. They're a bunch of cowards. Bunch of fucking cowards. Look, I'm going to make a wager with you.
All right.
Are you a wagering kind of guy?
Absolutely.
You will never be able to call. You will never be able to talk to me ever again after this call.
Why?
You'll never be able to talk to me again because I will not answer the phone, and I will change it.
George, how does that sound?
I have nothing to say to you, man. You keep fucking calling this goddamn number.
That's right. Run away from me like you do everything else you're afraid of. Run away and hide. Call an authority figure and hide.
You're an authority figure like fucking you authority figure my ass. What authority? What arrestability do you have?
Not
None.
me, George. This is what you do when you're threatened. The first thing you do is try to hide. First thing you do is look like a place to hide, like a Jew. Then you go hide, and you talk shit to everybody while you're hiding. And you're scared, and you run off.
Let me tell you something. I'm scared of no one.
I mean, that's what a coward does.
I'm scared of absolutely fucking no one. And I told that I'll tell any fucking troll that wants to get in my face what they can do with themselves. I will tell any fucking troll at any fucking time what they can do to themselves, and I'll fucking tell them to their face.
George, how
I
many
will tell the troll to their face exactly what they can do. I will actually spit in their face. I'll spit in their face and smile and tell them what they can do to themselves.
George, how many times have you changed your number? Why do you change it and hide if you're not afraid?
I don't want to associate with fucking trolls.
So
you get it?
So you won't because you're running and hiding is what it really is.
I don't want to talk to people in trolls. Like I'm talking to you right now is a mistake. Every time I talk to you is a fucking mistake because you record conversations. You record conversations. And now that's going to end. So get a number 2, get your crayon out.
George, you won't file a court because you're afraid. I mean, that's what it is. You live in fear. I don't live beginning to understand it. You live in constant fear.
No bullshit. Fear of what?
Everything.
Fear of what?
You're constantly afraid of another man.
You know what? You're really fucked in the head.
You can't handle a real man telling you, talking.
If you believe that, then you are totally fucked in the head. I fear no one. Okay, the only thing I fear is death and taxes. That's it. I fear no one. Okay? Death and taxes, maybe, but that's it.
George, I can only tell you what I see.
Well, I can only tell you what you are. A flamer faggot that is grasping. Homosexual that's grasping, and you need to go ahead and take your dick and play with your husband. And move on.
Why am I so okay with who I am? Yet you
I am wonderful at who I am. I love me. And I love me so much that I fucking will tell the world about it. Now, I am going to...
Why won't you tell a federal judge, though? Why are you so much of a coward pussy?
A federal judge? I told the federal judge what he needed to know. And he fucking was biased. And why he was biased? Who knows why he was biased. But he didn't hear the strongest... He didn't enter the strongest thing that I had in the case.
I can't imagine why.
Well, I can't imagine why neither.